Hi, people watching the video. I'm Isaiah.
Nice, dude.
Anyway, hi, I'm Yuri.
Hi, I'm Cal, otherwise known as Clalagraphor.
And hello, I'm DeadFun.
And today, we, as a group, no, as a society, will be talking about three indie animation podcasts.
Yep. This is the second
No, no,
time
no,
we're
no,
doing this.
no. It's just people, not society.
What?
We are a society. Us four people, as a collective, are a society
Why are we society?
because we live in a society.
Society, you say?
Oh
What
my
excellent
god.
social commentary. So, yeah, we decided to pull up 3 different pilots from the muck of YouTube. In parentheses, they're actually like pretty impressive. And yeah, we're just gonna be doing some commentary on them. By the way, naturally, before this episode happens, we're gonna have a bunch of positive stuff. I'm pretty sure. I think so. But also, we're with all the criticism that we make, we're not animators. We haven't made this stuff. I'm sure it's very difficult. It's very time
Oh,
consuming. But that's
okay.
just sort of yeah.
I know, like, most of the time when I talk, it's about, like, negative stuff, but I like most of the stuff we talk about.
I'm gonna be honest.
So,
It's it is all well animated. I could say that's like I will have no negative comment about the animation.
Eh.
Whoa.
Um,
I do have some
there's one
things
that I
to
didn't care
say.
for. Okay, you know what? I'll change the response. There's one that I really don't care for the animation style. Like I don't care for the art style. Like the
I
animation
think I
itself is
know
fine. I
which one.
just don't care about the art style. Which one are we talking about first, by the way? I forgot. I know you sent
We're
it and I can't
doing
remember.
catching up first.
Perfect. That's the one I
Yeah,
don't
We're
care
no.
for the
saving
art
we're
style.
saving okay.
Um.
We're saving the
Uh.
best one for last. Magical Girl is last.
Yeah. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be honest. This one, I found it funny. But I am like Cal though. I don't like
Ok-
the fucking.
Okay, so this one has
Yeah.
like a story arc to it. But I think we actually gotta like discuss the story arc first in the
Wait, no,
episode.
no, 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 no. First, we need to discuss the man behind the thing.
Yeah, the Family Guy dude. I didn't realize he made it until
Yeah,
I
LS
watched
Mark.
it.
Yo, dude, me when I'm my
Yeah,
Cal Arts figure does the crossed arms pose.
he's okay. He is like okay. He's like a huge Family Guy fan. I say in quotations because like everybody, once you watching a Family Guy, it gets like a point where it's like it's the dog one's point. He's a Brian enjoyer and also a Sonic enjoyer. You can see like Brian and a Sonic type character in the background. And his newest video was about tack and the power of juju. Anybody
That's
know
so
what that
real of
is?
him. No, I don't.
No.
That was kind of the point of him making the video.
Oh,
Wait.
You know the power of
okay.
juju? It's like an
So
old
Never.
Nickelodeon
Oh
basically,
my
show.
god. Never mind. I know this fucking show now.
LS Mark is a like a commentary dude, but they do like cartoons and TV, not like drama and shit.
Yeah, he also did a He also has a podcast, and he has talked to Butch Hartman, the guy who made Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom,
Oh
Oh,
and
yeah.
other
a not
things.
good person.
He talked to. He's talked to Scott. He talked to Scott Coffin, the guy who made Five Nights at Freddy's. He also talked to Freddy's voice actor, and a bunch of other. Wait, the guy who made Diary of the Wimpy Kids.
Oh, nice. They met you guy. Oh, I met I met Freddy.
Wait, I'm
You
confused.
know,
Oh,
massive.
basically,
Mm.
enough. A Freddy's VA from like fucking Glamour Freddy's also like
Security breach.
Security Breach is the She guy from season 4 of My Hero. Yeah, he's also he's also Crimson's VA. You know the not the mafia. What's the fucking Japanese mafia guy? Could not think of his name right now.
Yakuza.
Yeah,
Yakuza
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
You talking about
You mean
Overhaul
overhaul?
yeah.
or somebody
Overall, I could
else?
not think of the name.
Well then, yeah.
Either way,
So
the show
like,
He
itself is kind of mid. If I keep it buck
is.
50.
okay,
No,
so
And I did watch
catching up.
episode 2.
I did.
Okay, so we'll be getting
I did
into
too.
it. So like I have so basically to sort of recount the story, and this is also gonna I'm also gonna have some criticism laid it in, but also gonna try and throw in some positives where I can. So we have like a hard cut beginning where it's like 9 a.m. It's like fucking the Zelda game where the moon's falling down. It's just like yeah, where we begin there. They're in school. This dude, this fucking they're like a wolf, I think, aren't they? I don't know. I took it they were a cat in the
I think
Uh,
beginning,
he's
but
a
anywho.
wolf.
I
Or
thought they were a
dog.
wolf.
Yeah, I'm thinking fucking
Wolf,
dog
dog,
wolf.
but they're a furry, so like, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So this dude, their name Play, and they're a complete loser bitch ass.
In the words of
uh,
Aspen Hotel, he's a loser baby.
like actually. So this dude's like sitting down. They're trying to make it by in life, and they're failing.
Bro
I
just wants
think.
to chill, but
Well, I mean,
bro just kind of wants to chill.
they're getting tripped up in the hallway and getting harassed by this. In episode 1, fuck ass mouse. And when they make it back home, by the way, this is sort of like, I don't know how I feel in this characterization. It feels like in the first episode they were trying to paint the mom as like this really, this like really naggy person who's like
I thought the mom
not
was
fun to be with.
fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
I
They
don't
just
know.
they
Wait,
literally
Yeah,
they literally
mom was
paid
fine.
dude. They literally paid dude to socialize. It's like what I'm saying.
She basically said,
But
"Hey, yo, you gotta get out of here. You gotta do something. Like you need to you can't stay here your entire life. You gotta stop being a bitch,"
yeah,
is what she said.
basically. So yeah, pretty much.
Do you think
So
interracial species is allowed in that universe, or do you think it's illegal and
Well,
frowned upon?
I think it's
okay.
allowed because wasn't Mouse. Wait, wasn't okay? Roy. I know his name. I don't know why I was about to call him Mouse Guy. I'm gonna call him Mouse Guy anyway. Wasn't Mouse Guy trying to get with like
Oh
three
yeah, he
different
was trying to
girls?
get with some little
Yeah.
Well, in the
girls.
pilot, they were just like, okay, so I guess we can sort of dive into that now. The fucking mouse dude is named Rob. I just looked it up.
I
But
thought it
His
was
name is
Roy.
Rob.
I thought it was
Rob.
Roy. Wasn't it Roy?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
Rob.
Rob. Robbie of my time.
So like, I
I
have
thought it
no
was
clue
Rory.
what Rob's characterization is supposed to be in the pilot episode. It feels like they switched between like three different characters, to be honest. Because in the beginning,
No.
I'm sitting here and I'm expecting like, oh, well, let me explain myself. So like in the beginning, they're doing this like bit where they're sort of supposed to be like a SpongeBob Patrick type person, where they're like sort of walking around being annoying, but they mean well, that sort of stuff. Then when they're actually like at the party, they're like they sort of like set up that they're supposed to they I don't know how to put it really. I guess they're like a simp. But like with most in general, but how they portray it is sort of like weird to me. They don't do it in like a way that I guess rationally. Maybe the problem is that how they act doesn't really like it feels like it naturally flows. But like while they're in the party, it just feels like they're just doing shit with a general like simpery attitude. And then like by the time that the episodes ended, they just sort of have this like plot resolution where they like, and we'll be getting to it at some point. It just feels like the character's very not well jointed to me. It feels like they're doing shit to just progress the story with a general like veneer of being like. Yeah, like a SpongeBob Patrick type person where they're like a do-good. But that's how it felt like it was supposed to be, but I did not. I don't know. Came across very.
I
If you all can explain like how you think they
I
were supposed to, I don't know.
So for
oh, go
me,
ahead.
it was doormat characters.
I'm aware.
It's something like that, but like taking a little bit more of the simpiness, and there you go.
But like, if they're
It's
a
something like that.
doormat, why are they like pestering the clay to like do the party? That's not really like a
Am I
doormat type.
stupid? I'm sorry. I get like it did come off as simpery like last or the during the episode, but I didn't really think about that when I watched it. I didn't get simp vibes. I got I'm just trying to look cool vibes. Like
That's partially what I'm saying. I can see what like your read is, but I also think my read is like, yeah, like I think it's like sort of both. I don't know. Sanji from One Piece. That's like what I think they were trying to do a little bit, where it's like simpery, but in like a gentleman way.
they're like the
And
One Piece
by
live
the way,
action
Sanji is a gentleman.
huh?
You know the live actions.
Okay, very, very.
Yeah, live action Sanji fucking sucks. Anyways, I haven't seen it by the way. I want to make this very
Okay.
clear. I'm just
They're,
gonna
they're actually
slander
sort of
it.
they're actually sort of good. Like,
No, I've heard mixed things, and I heard this newest season is dog shit. And a little I've seen it's dog
Really?
shit. So now I'm just gonna
Mm.
assume it's dog shit without
I've
watching
heard
it.
the opposite.
yeah, I've heard the opposite too. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe,
Heard the
well,
maybe,
opposite.
maybe
maybe,
we should do an
maybe
episode
the
on it, so
opposite.
I actually have to watch it.
Okay
Maybe the
then.
opposite. Hey,
But
y'all know how like the Five Nights at Freddy's fans say that the movies are good, while like normal people say it's meh to bad. Maybe it's something like that.
For the
okay then.
opposite.
But in this episode, basically the entire like story is that they're in a club and they're doing club shit. And I think the general premise is that like Clay and Rob are trying to like experience youth while they're still like in school. It's like I think what they're getting at is like the moral of the story, which I actually don't hate. I don't hate it as like a general premise because like I think when I know this is rich from me, but in a world where like you can basically have all the entertainment you could want on like a tablet, sort of a good message to be like, oh, dude, it's pretty like sure it's gonna suck occasionally, but like you gotta put yourself out there really. But it's just all the in between shit that's sort of like a bit weird. So first, it felt like I know what I just said is like sort of a story, but it feels like it feels like the story just sort of like began and concluded with like very little in terms of like a narrative arc in there. You know,
I guess.
how can
I thought it was. I'll be honest. I think the biggest issue I have with it is that it's cringy. I think that's and I get that's kind of the point. It's clear I am not the
that's like
target audience for this show because I just
that's
found
because
it annoying, cringy, and secondhand embarrassment, and I don't want to watch that when I'm doing it. Secondhand embarrassment is fine in certain things, like Hoppers. I watched Hoppers last night. Really good, actually. Not gonna lie, Pixar, you kind of cooked with it. Okay, kind of cooked. I don't remember my point.
okay.
Can we just talk
Okay.
about Hoppers? Can we just talk about Hoppers for the rest of the episode, please?
No.
No,
Fuck.
I think okay.
it's okay in my opinion. The show.
It was mid.
I feel like it's more of a type of show you would watch if you've watched all of Family Guy, all of The Simpsons, all of SpongeBob. and
Okay,
so on and
hold
so
on.
forth.
Wait, that isn't
I
true
feel
because
like
I've done all of those and I don't like it. So your analogy
really,
doesn't work.
I don't believe you. I don't.
if you watch,
Okay,
you've watched all of SpongeBob,
what you call it? Oh,
all
I
of
didn't
The
hear the
Simpsons,
SpongeBob.
all of
I
Family
watched
Guy.
all of not okay. So I'm not caught up because I watched it all about like 4 years ago. But I watched all of
Point is
Family Guy
invalid.
and then I
Your point
watched
is
all of
invalid.
Simpsons,
You
but I haven't
lose.
kept up with it. What?
You
Mm.
lose. Your point is invalid.
But no, I did not watch all of SpongeBob. No, I did. You're correct. I did not watch all of SpongeBob.
Okay, to prove my point,
To think the
I-
show is perfect, you need to watch all of the things that he watched. Did you watch Ted 2?
Yeah, I did actually. Ted
Actually,
1 was a
actually,
really
Ted.
good movie. Ted 2 was shit.
Actually,
Cause
I prefer the TV show to be honest.
oh yeah, the TV show's just solid and it's no longer being made.
okay, prove my point. I will now name a bunch of stuff in the episode that has no like explanation slash specific reason to exist. Why Clay and Rob are even buddies, how they know the club even exists, why it began in school, why there's just some random wolf bully, why these two chicks are just really fucking mean with no reason.
Yeah, and
Why
also
that
if they
dude
care
on
about
the
their jackets so much, why did they like give it to
Wasn't
this
one
random
jacket
guy?
stolen?
why that
No.
dude
No.
was not no it wasn't.
Oh,
It
okay.
just wasn't. So why that
And
dude
okay,
who was
why
like doing the bus service was just sort of racist. Was just
why didn't his dad just drop them off at the club? Why did they need a
Also,
Because they
ride
didn't
that
know where the
was?
club was.
Didn't they like look it up?
this is
It's
like
an actual
Schrodinger's
club.
club, dude. This is
Okay.
like Schrodinger's.
Okay, so like half the stuff you said just doesn't really matter. For example, the bully, he's just a bully. Like we don't need to know more about him, truthfully. Maybe we'll learn more about him in a different episode, but who he is, why he's bullying him, I don't know, maybe because dude's a fucking loser, okay? The finding out where the not find finding out a party or rave is happening. You're telling me little mouse dude with the ears the size of fucking Europe isn't hearing everything that's happening in the school, okay? He already overheard someone saying, yo, there's a rave happening. And then he goes to his friend and goes, we gotta go to this
Yeah,
rave.
okay. These two definitely weren't invited.
No, wait, hold on. So, but okay, Cal, it doesn't make it. The episode isn't like bad due to this. It just feels very weird and not as good. Do I think that like it really?
I think it would have
matters?
been worse if they explained this.
No, okay, Cal, I'm not telling them to fucking like sit down and be like, oh man, wasn't it crazy how like so and so happened because of this specific reason? But there has to be a natural flow to the episode, I think. There has to be
Yeah,
like
okay.
there has to be a
Yeah.
reason why like A leads to B leads to C.
Yeah, like Dad said, it doesn't really make sense for those two girls to be so mean.
I think they're
with
just
someone who's
dicks.
carrying their stuff.
I think they were just dicks,
They
man.
also
But if
le-
there was a
they also left the
reason, maybe
money.
I'll care more.
They also left the money in their pocket.
Okay, Cal, you
They
are
have for some
yourself
reason.
telling us that it's mid, and then I'm giving you a bunch of reasons that it's mid, and you're saying just like, oh well, nah. If you think
Yeah, it is mid, but like the points you're making, I just think are like, like
no, they're
the
not.
the girls are bitches just to be bitches. They're in it for the love of the game. I don't know what to tell you.
You're just being a contrarian. The reason that it's mid is that we don't have a reason to care with all of the shit that it sets up.
No, it's
There-
mid
there's,
because
like-
the humor is mid. It's mid because the characters are mid. It's mid. I just like saying mid
Oh, and
today.
Cal, why are the characters mid? Why are the characters?
Because they're mid.
Okay, then cool. So the reason that they're mid, you all, will be that they don't have they don't give us a reason to care. And this is, by the way, I'm gonna like compliment a bunch of stuff in like episode 2. I think episode 2 is like different to the point where I think it like has a different score to me. But in this first episode, there's literally shit is this first pilot episode is just shit happening until it chooses to stop. It's like, oh well, I guess we have to have like a character resolution. So I guess Play's now going to be not drunk and a supportive buddy. And they're gonna like, I don't know, throw these fucking coats in the gutter side.
He did sober up like real fast.
Yeah, that
Very
was a little
quickly.
annoying. I'll be real. Like, bro was
Okay.
bro was passing out at one point, and then the next he's like walking completely fine.
I mean, actually, people can have a quick recovery time. Actually,
You're right. Most people, not a fucking teenager who just had booze for the first time.
fair fuck.
Like,
And it was like not even 30 minutes.
and Rob decided to just have like a complete like
His name is not Rob. I refuse to believe his name is
it was
Rob.
I thought it was Roy.
I also thought it was Roy. Roy sounds much better than
No,
Rob.
I heard it was Rob. I imagine motherfucker.
Bro, I'm so sorry. The creator doesn't know how to name people. That dude is not a Rob. He's not a
Okay,
Rob.
then.
He's a Roy. Change your character
So,
name.
so
Yeah,
basic.
Mark, we know you're
I
watching.
was gonna say, yeah, like, and then fucking Rob just has like a complete like character shift where they're now gonna like stand up and like fucking, do shit like that. I'll be honest, when that final reveal happened, when they were like, we all stop with the dumb coat, I was like, is Rob like okay? It seems like they're sort of like fucking split personality. I don't know. Dude.
No, I just took
Honestly
it.
enough,
No, I thought that was okay. I thought that was natural, if I'm being honest, because
I
we
did
saw the
not.
build up. Because we saw the build up of it happening throughout the episode, where like he's getting pushed further and further. He's just trying to have a good time, and like this was just like his breaking point. Like that,
I like.
out of everything, seemed
I-
very natural to me.
I like disagree. I think like especially with how Rob acts the entire episode, they make it seem as if they've been doing this stuff like a minute now.
Yeah, they're
So, like,
lying. It's clear he's lying. What do you mean? He's just trying to
okay,
look
Cal,
cool.
Okay, Cal, are you telling me that they've done no social interaction up to this club?
Social interaction? Probably not. It has been stated that his only friends are his brother, his father, and whoever the fucking the wolf guy is.
No, that was in episode 2. This isn't. We have not conversed on episode 2 yet.
Okay,
This is just a
I'm
pure
so
discussion
sorry.
of the
Either
pilot.
way, it was clear to me that he wasn't very popular and he didn't really talk to people at this point, even during episode 1.
By the way,
Like he
so
was
if you
just
can
lying
fill in
and
the
trying to look
gaps-
cool and trying to make his friend have a good time.
If you can fill in the gaps like Cal did and like do and like think on it retroactive, I guess it's fine. But like I don't know. I think like if Rob was in any way like they're portrayed in the episode, they'll have like done something like this in the past. So it's very weird to me that they're having this like sudden epiphany. Yeah. It just feels like, especially because all the shit that's happening to them was just like normal shit. It's like, yeah, some dude was like a dick to them until they weren't. And some person was like, yo dude, $30 coat rack, isn't that wild? And they were like, oh my god, that's a $30 coat rack. So
Yeah,
like,
well, once again, none of this surprised me because it was very clear they hadn't done this before. Am I crazy? Okay, did either of you guys have an issue with this? I'm genuinely curious.
The only problem I had. Okay, y'all remember when he was about to take money from the coats?
Yeah,
He could have just took the money from their jackets and paid for the coat rack. It would be their fault for giving a random guy that they don't know their coats. If money went missing, then oh well. Like I
Yeah,
feel
but it was
that
kind of
would've-
dumb.
to have Rob act this way in this pilot episode will mean they have to have been like a social pariah up to this point, which I guess is possible. But yeah, as I said, go ahead,
He
finish.
clearly was. I don't. What do you mean?
Okay, like
I don't know. I
like
think
I
I'm getting
said
annoyed because this
earlier-
was very obvious to me. So I'm confused why this is a
Ow.
topic.
You don't think they could have done like if this was really the case? You don't think they could have done like? It just, as I said, it just feels like you're being contrarian to me because I'm actually
No,
giving reasons.
No, okay. I think that
No, like, because they did not set it up in any possible way.
It
In
just
fact,
makes
wait a minute,
sense.
Actually, wait a
He-
minute. No.
I also
No.
kind of assumed that he was also a social pariah.
Wait a minute. Hold up. If they're a social pariah, why the fuck did like the dude next to the bus why were they like, yo, dude, $30?
Because he was racist. I don't know. I just took it he found bro annoying because like he like introduced himself in like a cringy way, so he said $30.
I'm pretty sure there's even a line where they're like, yo, dude, we're gonna be back to the club. I'm like 90% sure this is like a line. So it like they say in the episode that they've been to the club, and it's
Yeah, they're lying.
30. Okay, Cal, how do you explain the $30 bit?
Okay, the $30 bit. Okay, because
You're
bro,
acting like this is
it's just
crazy
annoying.
when I'm actually giving evidence.
I
He
also
w-
just
he-
assumed it was because he was annoying.
Yes, I'm confused why these are topics
one-
right now.
that one made sense. I was like, oh, he's annoying. $30.
Yeah, but
Okay, then.
Either he's just a jerk, or
he was either
he's
racist or just
annoying.
because bro was annoying. Like it wasn't that.
Okay, then. My
Anyways,
bad, Cal, what's your commentary on catching up? Nah, dude, what's your, because I've clearly been, taking away from the main point. So can you explain what you think, Cal, on the episode.
Okay, main episode 1 is very
Main episode.
soulless. It's
Why is it soulless?
it gives like a Disney Channel like original series pilot, which I guess is fine, but it doesn't have the charm. It's
What do you mean
just
by Disney pilot?
what?
What do you mean by Disney pilot? It's just because they're animals?
Yeah.
You know, there's different series from like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon with animals, correct?
Yeah, but they're Disney Channel. I don't know what to tell you.
Why?
Okay,
Because it's Disney Channel vibe.
Why?
okay.
Exactly.
Just it gives more of a okay. When I came into this, I didn't think it would be like an adult animation series. I thought it would just be like a cartoon. I don't know why. Most indie stuff is adult animation.
He also watched Family Guy and Simpsons.
Yeah, but he's also watched SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, and more. He literally just talked about Tag and the Power of Juju, a Nickelodeon show that nobody's ever seen a day before in their life.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay, episode
It's just
episode
Wait,
2.
you've seen it?
yes.
Wait. You've seen Tag and the Power of who? Why? Who
I've seen
forced
Back in
you
the
to?
Barnyard TV show.
So have I. I thought it was
That's
kind
Yeah,
of
that one's more
fun.
common than the Juju one.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows.
Anyways,
Oh my
episode
God.
2 was
got it.
better. It didn't save the show for me. It was definitely better than episode 1, but it was still like kind of Like, I'm really happy I watched Catching Up first in our 3 pilots, because I think had I watched Catching Up last, I would have been annoyed.
Bro, I did, and I didn't like the shit.
I forgot to watch episode. I
Okay,
got sleepy.
so
It became
episode
mandatory watch
2
material, but anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Episode 2 is like discount smiling friends, but that's also like pretty good. So like pretty much in this episode, it feels like there's just a bunch of stuff that it does like way more good. It has like a cohesive story that has like a beginning, middle, end where like all the stuff connects back in, you know, each part like the astronaut parent, the fact that like Rob and Robbie are sort of like, you know, different
Wow.
brothers. The the entire like park setup I think is pretty good. They actually try and like fix the play romantic interest stuff from like the pilot episode. To be honest, I didn't even I didn't even take it they were headed in that direction with how like that scene went in the pilot.
I'm gonna be real, I did, just because like she had like a cohesive character design, so I just kind of assumed she was gonna. Okay, the only another reason is because they are like the same species. It looks like, and typically whenever there's a female version of like a species in these pilots, it usually means they're gonna be the love interest.
I'm
I don't
getting
know.
what you mean, but like how they did it in the pilot episode was just so fucking wank. It was so like jank and weird.
Yeah, it
that
definitely
like
was.
but yeah, like I think it just decided to fix a bunch of stuff from I even felt like so there was one like one-off bit I did like in the pilot episode where like you know how crowds are normally seen as like a black mass in the background, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like a black cutout.
Yeah.
They, you know, when they decide to like part it with like physically with like both arms, I think that was like cute in the pilot. But past that, there was just sort of a bunch of like one-off gags that like I don't think were really in fitting with the animation style. So as an example, in the pilot episode, there was this one part where they became like the animal cutout itself. So you know, if they were like a fucking cat, then they pulled up like a PNG of a cat and just sort of like put it on screen with like a you know like a fucking that sort of shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't really felt like that was in fitting with the animation style, so it just sort of felt a bit weird. But then in the second episode, they do well to like I think transition from. Also, there was just a bunch of like okay to explain why I don't like the comedy in the first pilot episode. I think it was sort of like I can tell what they were doing. They were trying to do a bit where like you know person makes comment, scene rests on them to like you know, and then it's supposed to be funny because we're like staying on it way too much. But like it doesn't do it gracefully, so it just sort of feels like yeah, scene. Okay, I'm getting what you're doing. Could we like move on? That's how it felt to me. In episode 2, it feels like it's very snappy with its comedy. It feels like it's okay. We're doing this. We've done this. Okay, we're moving on. And I did much appreciate that in the second episode. It feels like, especially with the runtime being less, going down from like 20 minutes to like 15 minutes. It feels like they did cut like all the less necessary chaff. It feels like all the stuff from there was just like cut. So yeah, I just think there was like an emotional like core to it with like them as brothers. It felt like yeah, Clay's relationship was actually made into like it was made believable. No person was like especially a dick. I just think it was a yeah, I think it was a very good overall by comparison. I'm just
I
trying to
don't
think.
have anything to say about this.
Like
Shit.
it's. I hate to say the show was just okay for me. Like episode 1 and 2, like together were okay. Like it exists as a show. It's not my kind of genre. It was fine. it's hard to say.
Uh,
Cause like
I'm gonna Oh wait, you continue.
I don't know where I was going. Sorry, I don't have my brain right now.
I'm gonna try to keep up with the show. Only for you, Mark. I know you're watching this. Hi.
So I'm
But
gonna be honest, my brain went to like Mark from like Invincibles. When you said that.
okay. So in my opinion, I know I didn't say much about how I actually feel about the show.
Oh, by the way, I think it's sort of funny how it's like just in that one scene with the security dude, that's just fucking like, is it Psychic Pebbles? Oh, the smiling friends dude.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zach Adel?
Actually,
Yeah, he was that one
actually,
guy.
I
Yeah,
believe
like
we also saw like Penn's VO too in the second episode.
I assume they must just
Oh.
be like buddies.
Okay,
they
no,
were like,
he's okay. Zach Hadel, I think that's the guy's name. He's in like everything.
Yeah.
Like he showed
Oh
up in
yeah.
Hazard Hotel for
Also,
5 seconds. He showed up
also
in Amazing
Jax's
Digital
VA too.
Circus.
yeah, so
Fucking Michael Cretton once again. This motherfucker shows. It's like there's a fucking indie animation show. He shows up every single fucking time.
yeah,
Surprising.
so
Yeah. Back to what I was saying. I didn't really say how I feel about the show. I like it. I think it's interesting when you see like, okay, the obvious like homages to other shows. Like he literally hit the Family Guy death pose when he passed out in the first episode.
it's very much like an LS Mark show. You can tell like
Yeah.
yeah.
It is the thing that SpongeBob does sometimes, where it like shows just like a real person but painted a different color.
Yeah.
They did the like weird close-up things where it's like in very good detail, and I
Mm.
like it. I like humor like that. So good job, Mark. You're funny.
I'm happy you did have a more positive reaction to the pilot. I didn't, as I said, I didn't hate it the entire time, but it felt a bit weird. It did feel like a first pilot. It did feel like a pilot, you know,
It
in
just
the
it
good and
it
bad.
I had to
Even
say
better.
it just felt like it happened for me because like I wouldn't say I would watch it on my own, but more of like I don't have as much a reason.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's a pilot, so like, you know, that's just how the crumbles, like occasionally. But yeah,
I
with
think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. I was just gonna move on to the next one. So
Oh,
yeah.
I just want to say, for me, I'm not gonna look out for it, but if episode 3 ever comes into my recommendations, then I'll probably give it a watch, since it will more likely only be like 10 minutes. But it's definitely
Yeah.
not something like I'm looking forward to. Like I'm not like gonna stalk his socials, going, Where's the next episode? I need the next episode right fucking now." Like,
Yeah.
It's coming out soon, I think, because he just sold plushies for Clay and Roy. I'm calling him Roy. I don't care if it's Rob. I'm
yeah,
calling him
his
Roy.
name's just Rory, man. Whoever thought Rob was a good name was wrong, Rory.
Yeah, Mark, change his name, please. Again, hi, I'm Mark. Hi.
Do you have a crush on Mark?
Uh,
What's this bit with you and Mark?
I don't know.
Just likes the content.
I was saying something, then I forgot.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
then.
he just sold a bunch of plushes, and he said that money is gonna go into in the other episode.
Did you buy
the
one?
third episode. I don't have any money.
Fake fan. He hates it. He wants Gatcha Friends to die. It's been stated. Mark, he hates you
didn't
with a
say that
burning
right.
passion.
You didn't say that
Anyways,
name
what's
right.
next?
This
Heathers?
sucks.
Heathens.
Heathers.
Heathers. What?
Actually, okay.
Okay,
Degenerate.
So
Okay. So just to say really fast, well, I think the first episode of Catching Up was like a 2 out of 5. I think episode 2 was like a 3 out of 5. I think Heathens is mid, actually.
I think Heathens was a little bit better than Catching Up just because it kept me entertained by looking nice. I'm gonna keep a buck
That is
50.
literally the
So-
biggest like what it has. It
so
is
here
look
comes the
thing.
thing. Looking nice, actually caring about. I cared more for catching up than
Heathens is like it's like indie animation, like scientifically created in the laboratory. Whatever.
Yeah, like it's like the most indie thing. And like, where are they from? The underworld? Oh wow!
Yo, dude, you see, there's 3 characters: normal person, sort of normal person, and worked up white dude. They're on a mission to mess with really pets, but the world is actually dark and it's very mysterious and filled with weird shit. In this semi-fantasy sort of a western, shit.
I don't. Okay, wait. I don't know
Okay,
why.
no, I know how to put it. It's indie animation scramble.
I don't
Alright.
want to.
Wait, no, not scramble. I mean Mad Labs. All right, give me a setting. Wild West. All right, give me characters. Insert thing here.
Okay,
etc.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna say this. I think it was fine in the sense of, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work as an indie project. Just because, like, I feel like if you want a really good indie animation, like, to thrive, you need to, like, give something, like, kind of unique, right? This isn't unique, like you guys have been saying, but I think it's fine. However, I think the issue is if this was like a normal like studio release thing and I could watch all 12 episodes, I'll probably like it more because we know literally nothing about any of the characters. We know nothing. Like,
Yeah, I think the powers that we saw were interesting.
oh yeah, I thought the powers were really
More
cool.
specifically,
When
more
he did a
specifically, the quirk of
pogo
White Boy.
stick, bro.
Yeah, the quirk of White Boy. His powers are like really cool. He pulled out a skateboard. That was cool.
Yeah, dude, they're so white that like the haircut they have as well. But
Okay.
like, I was gonna say, yeah, you were gonna continue.
Okay. This show, I don't know why, but it reminds me of this webtoon thing I read called "I'm the Grim Reaper." That's
I
Peak,
think
by
I've
the
heard
way.
the
Y'all should
name.
read.
Yeah, I've
Y'all should
definitely
read
heard
it.
this
It's
name
Peak.
before.
Y'all should read it. Peak. Okay, but it for some reason reminds me of that, even though it's like nothing alike. I don't know why. It just feels similar.
So
I
let me
need to
begin
actually.
with the positives. As said, it's made beautifully. Like I think we're sort of
Oh
like
yeah,
underselling it at the moment. It's like
Oh, it's
beautiful. It's like
it's really
I would
nice.
say I would argue animation style. This was definitely my favorite out of the three. I'll say that right now.
yeah, like
Actually,
I
wait,
especially like the monsters and how they sort of have this Greek pottery look to them.
wait. I noticed sign. I noticed. So for me, it felt like this was the fine, expensive restaurant. The food is okay. You're paying more for the looks. And catching up felt like that family restaurant. It's not looking nice, but it's not bad.
Yeah, dude, catching up's like the
Hey,
fucking
No,
wait a
discount
second.
Mickey D's. The
yeah, that's what I was
discount.
gonna say. Catching up is not a family restaurant.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait a second. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think while I think the plot was not very interesting, for catching up, I think the animation style was the best out of
It was
no,
not.
the animation. It seemed like it seemed like actual studio animation.
They said like animation style, and I can like sort of see it because like there's a difference between like animation versus style. Flash doesn't mean
Yeah,
like
it,
how it was done. They mean like yeah.
No, I think I said this at the beginning. I didn't like the animation style in that one.
Like okay.
I didn't like
okay.
the art style and I didn't
It,
like the animation style. It was like, yeah.
I think the animation and catching up is more studio quality than the other two.
Heathens does feel like an indie animation, I will say,
Yeah,
and
it
that's
is
not
the
like
indie
as.
animation.
And by the way, I'm with you, Cal. I think it's like the best made artistically, but like I also can sort of like even if I don't agree, I can see where Flash is coming from, where it's like catching up does feel more like a show you'll see on a network comparison to like yeah.
You know, I understand why I have an issue with catching up now.
Why?
Because in my brain, okay, it's gonna sound fucked up. I think it's because when I watched it and looking back on it, it just feels like an OC show, which it sounds weird, but I feel like what happened in those episodes, the art style and everything, just seems like a 5 like page Instagram thing I would randomly find, read, say that's all right, and move on with my life, not a whole show.
Okay then.
That's
Wow.
exactly what catching up
I
is.
know. I disagree, but you know.
Okay, but we're talking about heathens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heathens. Well, I guess.
I,
So like, how can I? So like, the feels like. So you know, okay. So there's like, this one has. So I'm gonna like point to like specific stuff. The fucking, you know, this shit had stuff like this has like trailers. This one did, and like at the forefronts they put Axel, the quirked up white dude. And I think here's the biggest problem. I like in no way. So I think this first pilot was supposed to be like carried by the cast. It was supposed to introduce us to the characters, and we are supposed to be like, oh, this is the characters, the powers they have, the world they're in. But like as we discussed, well, okay, did we actually maybe there's not a consensus on this. I don't know. I don't feel as strong on this series. Am I fine to say the setting's like sort of generic? It feels
Yeah.
like it's just sort of
No,
like a.
yeah.
yeah.
It feels
The
like it's sort
setting's
of just like
generic.
a
The,
youth novel,
Yeah.
yeah, like okay.
sort of
The
fantasy, sort of
location is like
western.
yeah, it's just kind of meh.
So like
It
very
reminds me of my least favorite empathetic race character, Zora.
yeah, like actually, I was gonna say like it very much like reminded me of Epithet Erased, but I was gonna say in that respect, but very generic setting. I was gonna say in the cast, it just feels like Axel is sort of like the emotional core because like I could not say a trait the rest have that isn't like sort of competent, can have fun. That's it.
Carlos and the girl, I don't remember the girl's name. Wait, no, it was Aura. Aura,
Yeah,
something like that.
Aura.
It was spelled Aura, but they said it a weird way, something like that. But
Yeah.
her name's just gonna be Aura.
And
I feel like they were kind of like the same character. The only difference is I feel like, and we didn't really get to see much of this. I think Aura's more unhinged than Carlos.
I guess.
Again,
No,
I
I'm with you. I'm with you. I see
yeah.
where you're getting that from. The popcorn scene, I think. Where it's
Yeah,
like they're like,
like
yeah,
I
like,
that it's clear that there's like a spectrum, right? And like each of them hit like a certain part of the spectrum of like their
But here's
personality
the
type.
thing.
Oh, go ahead.
It kind of felt like, oh, asking about the MC, I can explain. The other two, can't.
yo, man, I don't like the quirked up white boy, but they were a person that was like, they have
I
like I
can't
could see
relate.
like the
I
quirked up.
loved
I
the
could see,
quirk up
yeah.
white boy.
Fuck, dude. It's
Okay.
literally the exact same dynamic as like N and Uzi.
Okay, no,
the
N is my goat. Don't talk bad about my goat.
okay, N was the first, so they like have the pass. I don't like this fucking quirked up white boy, dude.
No, this quirk up white boy
Okay,
is so much better than N. He's
This
got
is
okay,
this is
okay.
so
No, this
okay.
is
As said,
heresy.
Cal just being
This
a
is
contrarian.
heresy.
See, and this is how you know Cal
Okay.
actually fucking hate things.
I
Actually,
usually like quirked up white boy characters. They're usually funny. This will come up. This will come back later. But
it actually will.
I
True.
don't
Fuck.
like I don't like that one. I don't like that quirked up white boy. I forgot the name from
As
the
said, it
show.
just feels like
Heathens.
it actually just feels like they were like genetically engineered in like an indie
it's
game
it's an
laboratory.
industry plant, guys. It's an industry plant.
Like actually.
Yeah, okay, this is the most industry planned indie show
And by
ever.
the way, I will say they did begin to sell merch from like the pilot episode. So like,
Oh, it's all sold out, by the way. Completely sold out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. So
Like I went
industry.
on because I was curious because I was low key gonna buy some because I was like I'm actually kind of into this. I'm gonna keep a $1.50. And it's all sold out, completely sold out.
Oh my,
They
yeah,
made
this was bred in a lab to be indie.
And you know what? I'm sorry, they bred it very well, and it itches a nerve.
They
Okay, it
bred
itches something in my
very
brain.
well.
I want more. Okay, I would watch 10 more episodes of this than one more episodes like Catching Friends or whatever the fuck it was called. Okay.
Okay, bro.
I fundamentally
You
disagree.
despise
I think like
catching up.
with catching up, I think the pilot episode was like worse than was like much worse than like the Heathens pilot. But it like made my brain think. It's like the eternal like issue where it's like I think Heathens is just sort of mid. I don't even mean that in like the bad like current day sense of the word.
No, it's
It's
just
like
me.
when you say
Oh,
mid,
I
you
should probably
actually
say
mean
that when I
bad.
mean mid, I also mean mediocre. I don't mean it's bad.
Yeah, so like when I say mid in like the case of like Heathens, I actually think it's like I think it's mediocre. I think it's doing like the bare minimum to like be in quotation marks an indie pilot.
Yeah, okay.
I
I think Heathens, I personally, okay. I feel like the thing that kept me from getting bored from Heathens is the fact that it had action in it. Like, it just, I don't think the characters could carry it on its own. Especially since we've all seen this, like, character dynamic before. Quirked up white boy with edgy girl character. Like, we've all seen this dynamic. There's not much I can make it entry, except for Uzi and N. I love you, Uzi and N. They're my goats.
It's like
But
it really is. I hate to say it, it's just I didn't think of it as an industry plan at first, but then like once you guys said, it, I was like, yeah, I could say that.
And you know what? I'm gonna support the industry plan. I'm looking forward to episode 2. So here's the thing. I think for the next episode of the pilot, they have to actually do something with the characters. They can't just have
Yeah,
action.
basically.
I feel like if the next episode is just pure action again, it's gonna lose me because I'm like, okay,
If they're just hunting down more doggies, dude,
yeah, I'm gonna be a little, yeah, it's gonna lose me.
gonna
Next,
be a quirked up white boy.
next episode has to like at least focus on one of the episodes, preferably not the quirked up white boy. Okay, he's the only one with personality at the moment. I need more information on like one of the other two. Okay, that's what I
You
need.
gotta
Oh,
hook us in. Okay, I'll say this.
wait, I
I think.
forgot.
Okay, what's up?
I think her scissors are cool because I
Yeah.
think Kill I Kill is cool. This will come back later, by the way.
I was gonna say this is sort of a hot take coming from me. I think, except if you're a comedy, I think if you're like a pure comedy, I think this is the reason. This is the reason. What is it? I didn't mention this point with like catching up as much as I don't like it. The first pilot episode, I like episode 2. But I was gonna say, I think if you're gonna be like a story-based like animation, I think you gotta sort of have like a hook with like
Yeah.
pilot. I don't think this really had a hook. I think it was just like, look at the characters doing the premise, and like maybe you could say the hook is that they're trying to like capture these creatures, and it's supposed to be sort of like a fun like what the fuck are like video game examples? Fuck.
It's like it's meant to be like it's character bonding slash
Survival series, I guess.
well, okay, I'm more someone for the pilot specifically. What I was trying to get at. Like, I
Yeah.
think we were just meant to see like the group dynamic essentially. I think that's all the pilot was there to do. Like,
Well, that's
there
sort
was,
of
but the issue is that I would argue that we didn't get enough of the group dynamic because Carlos wasn't in it for like 80% of it.
Al, I think that is the group dynamic.
God damn it. No, no, please.
I-
Give me more. Okay, guys, I just
Okay.
need some next episode, we just got lock in. Okay, we got lock
Al, I'm
in.
pretty sure the quirked up white boy is gonna be that exact same way this entire series.
And you know what? If he
I-
uses a
I think-
pogo stick the entire time, it'll be fine.
This is actually like okay, what's up?
I think that would make this show like peak is if they're like monster like catchers, just
Well, that's-
going around catching like a bunch of different monsters from the
Well, that's like
underworld.
what they are. Well,
It'd
that's
be like really. I don't think that is what they are.
I'm like
'Cause,
90%
the
sure that's
quirked
what
up
they are.
white
I
boy,
don't think so
forgot the
either.
name was.
What do you
Corked
mean
up
he's a
white
god?
boy is a guard or something like that.
Well, they are literally hunting down creatures, and they know like, and from like how Carlos discussed
Yeah.
shit, they seem to be very in the know on like how to hunt down.
Well, no, he's
creatures.
trying to get a pet. That's the whole thing.
Am I fucking dumb?
Carlo-
Didn't they fucking literally
okay,
sell
no.
dude off in like the credits?
Okay, Carlos. I think he just. I think he hunts these things, but quirked white boy. I don't. He doesn't. He got a commission or something to do so.
Yeah, quirked up white boy
And
literally stole the pet in the credits. I just pulled up the scene.
Yeah, he got a commission to do so.
Yeah, they
And
like.
Oh,
have no
I this
clue
whole
what-
time I thought he was just trying to get a pet.
I have
like, yeah, they
no
lit-
clue what's going on with what's her face. She's just there.
She's
Yeah, like,
edgy,
what
man,
I-
and eats pop.
What I took from the series is that like they have like commissions, and most of the commissions in the story are, I think, gonna be on like, I don't know. This is what the premise was like telling. It feels like most of the commissions are gonna be on like getting these creatures, getting these hellhounds.
Like bounties.
That's how it dealt. Yeah, like bounties, and that was gonna be like the gimmick. Yeah, I did not like. I did not like have
I
the
think that'll
sense
be
that they were.
I
Gonna
think
be, like,
this could
different
make a
stuff,
pretty
but-
cool video.
Like actually, it feels like a video game premise. Yeah, dude, it's a slime rancher.
Heathers, make it a video game. Your name is not Heathers, by the way.
Heathens. It's Heathens.
I hope you
It's
know,
Heathens.
up until we actually watched the pilot, I thought it was called Heathers the
You
entire
know what, we're watching
time.
Heathens the musical.
No, we're not.
I'm
No.
down to watch Heathers the musical and do an episode on it. I am
Oh,
completely down.
yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm down.
I only know like songs. I only know like 2 songs about that, and that's it.
Perfect. We're doing a Heathers episode at some point. Stay
Kill me
tuned.
instead.
Wait,
No, no, no,
Okay,
no, 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 no,
no. I mean, you can literally just vote not to, and then we don't.
You know what? No. Anyway, moving on.
But yeah. So I think that's my general. Okay. By the way, just once more, Ethan's is very well made. This all that I've said is not a comment on the animation. I think the story and plot at the moment is mid. Maybe it'll like move itself up.
I'm going to be honest. It's like that fucking first analogy again. It looks nice, but there's nothing to it.
So like,
I enjoyed the
it exists.
animation. It was very fluid, and
Yeah.
I think the powers are cool.
Also,
yeah,
by the way, I'm
that-
not gonna have it
that's all I can say.
because like the industry plant stuff came up. I also think it's very funny that they made the main creature in the episode both like cool to look on posters, but also like a marketable plushie that did not like. That did not
Yeah, that they.
Yeah.
the
Anyway.
industry plant stuff is not like.
It's not looking good. Anyways,
talking
so
about
far the
Quest right now?
ranking is catching up or catching friends, whatever the fuck it's called.
Catching Up.
Heathers in second, and then this last one is in first.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
fuck
was-
yeah,
I
it is.
love
I-
this line.
Listen, I fucking
love you.
I love this one. So, Flash, it gave me Empathetic Race vibes, except like it
Yeah,
gave me
it did.
vibes like that, but like
I,
really.
I feel left
think
out.
it
I
did.
haven't watched that. I
was
feel
gonna
left out.
say,
Don't
like-
worry, guys. We'll do an episode about Empathetic. Don't worry, guys. We'll do an episode about Empathetic Race at some point.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
fine,
Flash is,
I
like,
just need to watch
gooning
it.
to your comment.
Okay,
I'm
no,
fine with this, I
you
just
made
need to
it for
watch
the
it.
child. No,
I said to the comment. Okay.
Yeah,
But
no, I have so much. In fact, actually, I was able to meet one of the VAs for this project back at a convention not too long ago.
So yeah, final.
who was it? Wait, who's VR?
It
I mean,
was the star.
Molly.
Yeah, no, for this show.
Oh, you mean for this?
Yeah,
show?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
what I meant. You.
We were talking about empathetic race, and then you just kind of just pivoted.
No,
without any,
no,
like,
I'm gonna be real. I
Yes,
understood
right.
what Yuri was saying. Flash, you're a little slow. Anyway,
In fact, actually, I found out they're the fucking voice actor for
who? Neither do I.
a
Anyways,
really good show.
oh yeah, you mentioned this at one point, but still don't know who it is. Yeah, Heathers was fine. But what is this next one called? Magical Girl. I don't want to be a magical. Please, 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 or something like that.
pretty please. I don't want to be a magical. Which
Okay,
is
I
the
bet-
play on the thing that she says to summon stuff.
yeah,
Just-
basically.
yeah.
This is the best pilot. It was
Yeah,
so
it
funny
hands
'cause it's just an animatic.
So
just an
good.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I
Okay.
fucking love.
I
it.
need
He's forgot to-
28 seasons of this
all
show.
The characters rock.
yeah.
Like
I-
there's not a bad. There are not bad characters. A series.
Well, there's only 4 characters in its defense, or 5.
And,
Yeah.
And go on.
And
And
No, I'm just saying like that there's only 5.
Feel
Like
free to continue your statement.
listen, this was so fucking well, and I fucking find it funny how she brings out a fucking crowbar. No,
Right,
no,
a
no, no,
metal
not
pipe.
crowbar.
she's just
I like that-
efficient.
a metal lead pipe.
But Yeah, I really like the dynamic they have where like the main person, wants to escape from the insanity that they're from, while like the secondary person wants to like I think it's like Zira, that's like the main character. I like how
Nerd Girl, and Magical Girl. There we
I
go.
like how Aika wants to attempt to escape from like the wackiness from, well, like Zira's like totally into it and like a total like like girl failure.
That has a complete
Uh
crush on her, which is really funny.
yeah, they're
In
totally
fact,
gonna be like a
it
couple.
the I was actually following the artist on like Twitter like before they even did the series. I fucking love their art so much.
So, is there like any type of genre where like y'all just like love it for some reason?
It's I
Like,
think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I have tropes that I love for some reason, even if they're not very good tropes. But like, yeah, I get it. Oh, you
It's
know what?
basically a
Fantasy is
genre
probably
where
mine.
it's
Yeah,
it's like it's slop, but it's like you really like it.
yeah, that's
It's
fantasy
like
for me.
okay,
that's horror to me.
It's
so
Mecca for me.
for some reason, I don't know why, but Magical Girl anime is just peak. Even like okay, Sailor Moon is like it's not very good show, but I still love it for some reason.
Yeah, just so you all know, me and Flash Isaiah, we did like an entire like sit down binge of Sailor Moon. We did like a watch party, so it was
Sailor
very
Moon
like
Crystal, not the original.
cathartic
Actually,
to watch this.
Flash, it's really funny you bring up Sailor Moon because they got one of the original Sailor Moon VAs in here. Jupiter.
Go, who also
Yeah.
has the same voice actor as Boruto for some reason.
Yeah, no, they were the nerd one. They were the nerd girl.
It's sort of
Anyways,
difficult. It's sort of difficult to discuss it because like
it's just good.
it's just good.
It's just good.
Like
I
I gotta
think
say this, demon dark lady, hot as fuck. Gonna say that right now,
Yeah.
Hot
hot
as
as fuck.
I fucking
She's
like
a
the.
she's a
Yeah.
demon with a prerequisite. I
I
like the
She's
quirky
what?
white boy.
Love,
The
yeah.
Corked Up White Boy, this was good.
The fucking okay. I'm gonna be honest. I like Cork Up White Boy. Him being like voiced by Alex Lee just like amplifies it even more.
So like I think Eclipse is really cool. I think they're like all the tropes done like excellent. You can tell this person who made this knows the genre. Where they're like doing all like the shit where it's like the minions like they're just trying to make it by, dude. This is like they're into it. They like the work. They ended up getting a degree in it. But like you can tell they're just like they're also just trying to like fucking get it done.
I really like the one because I watched both episodes. I really like when he
So did I.
misses and hits the treehouse and he's like, "Well, I'm fucking fired." Like, that was-
Well, I'm cooked. No
was,
way.
like,
I think
really-
my favorite part was when the fucking tree landed on the dude's shins and they made like the Muppet face. That was my favorite.
Okay, wait. Okay, no. A part that I liked. Okay, so y'all remember when the money came from the tree,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
she hit the money spread on him. She literally did this.
Okay, I haven't watched Magical Girl animes.
Mhm.
Well, what was that parodying? Because I know that's probably not in most of the like actual shows, but what was it like? Not I don't want to say making fun of because that's not the correct word, but like parodying, parodying.
I think.
Yeah.
I think it was just like the typical like magical girl tropes.
General match.
No, I meant specifically the
yeah.
money.
I don't know.
I don't think it is
Oh,
a
okay.
reference.
I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
it is,
I
though.
just that's what I was
Maybe,
looking for a
don't think
reference.
So I don't like I sadly haven't seen a lot of magical.
You're
girls
fine.
lately.
We
I've
just have
only
an
seen, like,
expert
one.
in here, so I just wanted to know if it was a reference to something or not.
I don't think it is.
Okay, it's just a thing. Fair enough.
I also like how the fucking star like is like a fucking bully to the MC. Not a bully to the MC, but like
They're like a
They're
parent.
just
Yeah,
they're
they're
a
a
parent. They're
foster
like,
parent.
bro, you gotta lock in, man.
Yeah, I think I like the dynamic between all three main characters. It feels like all of them have like a really good spot to fill in this story. Like sort of like a naive like new person wants to try to like experience the world. The fucking little stars. Let me just pull up the name Hoshi. They were like the more traditionally minded. They really want Aika to pursue like this field they're in. And then
It's
you have
like when
Zira.
you're grooming your child to become a doctor, and then they're like, I don't want to be a doctor. No, you got to be a doctor.
I
You
know
have to
what
have
you
a
mean.
secure
Please
employment.
don't say grooming your child ever
Okay,
again.
well, like you know what they mean.
Yeah, grooming for a career. Okay.
So like, not sexually, but
Yeah. It's like when someone says they've been groomed for office. Oh, wait, that sounds really bad now
Okay.
with the
Really bad.
context.
So like, but still, and then you have Zir who's just trying to keep up with both and trying to like keep both around because like they want a buddy, probably romantic interest.
Yeah. Well, she straight up said like I don't got friends. I gotta say
Yeah,
I usually
they're girl
hate her
failure.
character. By the way, like I've gotten really tired of like these like incel nerd characters. Where it's like when her first introduction, I was annoyed as fuck when like magical girl sits down and she's talking to nerd, and the nerd like looks around and goes me. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking hate this bitch. But they
like,
did
okay,
it very
so
they did it very well.
here's
to the point where I
difference.
like.
There is like a normal person. So like in these series that you mean, Cal, it feels like most of the time they're like, it feels like you you hit that scene where they're like, me, and they just continue on like that. They're like,
Yeah.
oh well,
She's a
I'm not a
filthy
very
weeb
sociable.
like me.
I'm not a very sociable person, but and they just fucking do that like on like an entire, but like with Zero, once Aika broke past like initially getting to meet with them, like most, they're just a normal person.
They're just
I think that
shy.
was
They,
pretty.
they they started yapping about their special interests. Saw they weren't
Mm.
interested and just like got really quiet.
Like to be honest, I was pretty antisocial back in like middle school. But I think if I was to like have a person like this walk up to me and communicate to me in this way on my hobbies and interests, I think I'll have like reacted much the same way. I think.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of how made friends. I did not talk to anybody until they talked to me. Then I started talking about like anime or something.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
yeah, no,
That's how I
same.
made friends.
Am I the only one who had a social life in high school?
Yes.
What's
Well,
going
I mean,
on?
in fairness, you were playing catch up.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Sorry.
Because you were homeschooled.
Oh,
like,
that
we're
I get
literally playing
no, because I
catch
was
up.
antisocial for my 1 year of middle school, for my first 2 years, and then my last 2 years of high school, I just locked in and became social. I don't know.
That's what.
Well,
That,
Well,
it
that's
sounds
what
like
I'm
you're
saying. Was I
telling.
the one that became social in high school? Because it
Yes.
sounded like no one grew out of it. That's what I'm
Oh, yeah.
asking.
No, this was like
I think it was like semi-social in like high school. I was trying to like get buddies and stuff. The problem is that I like needed to like move around to like a bunch, so it was basically like
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
different.
But yeah, no, this was just
Yeah.
like
Was it?
genuinely enough,
I
really
don't know.
good. I want to support this show more. I mean, support this show more. I can.
You just said that because it's a black main character. Yuri, that was very
Okay,
in
well,
bad
I
taste.
did
That was in
not.
very bad taste.
I did not take it that direction.
What
but,
the what
No,
the
it's
fuck,
fine.
Hal?
Okay, but I really like the references and stuff that they did. Like again, the money spread she did, and then okay,
the
there
metal
was this
pipe
one
sound effect was funny.
yeah, there was this one scene during the treehouse fight where glasses girl got thrown and then magical girl caught her. She like spun
Yeah.
her around.
Yeah, spun
You
her
remember how
around a bit
no,
right up.
yeah, remember how I said Kill la Kill will come back? Well, it's back, baby. Like I'm pretty sure it's a reference to this scene in Kill la Kill. Kill's peak.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should watch it.
feel like
I haven't
was sort of,
watched it.
like,
I've
in
been
that
meaning to.
genre.
I
know
What-
it's so good.
Also, I like how in the first episode the animation just locked in out of nowhere, or like during the
The
metal
fight.
pipe.
Yeah, they have certain bits where they like fully animated. To be honest, I think the way they're doing it should probably be the norm. To be honest, because it's like supposed to be like pilot, a test of a series you can actually like make on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I
okay.
think,
What
like,
I also sorry, go ahead.
I
like
think there's like a no you first.
Okay, wait, no. Y'all go first. Mine is
Oh
really
wait, actually, I have a quick thing. So, fun fact, you know you keep on bringing up Kill la Kill, Flash.
yeah.
I forgot Hoshi is voiced by the brown hair motherfucker from Kill la Kill.
Oh my goat, Mako Mako.
Yeah.
Yo.
Anyways,
So,
bye.
yeah, I was gonna say fuck, dude. It feels like it feels like I lost my train. I was gonna say
I have mine. Oh, sorry.
oh well, okay then. No, you're good, dude.
I like how okay, so in the pilot episode, like what did you call it? It's not animation. What is it specifically called?
Animatic.
Animatic. I like how they kept the animatic in the second episode, but it was better. Like it was cleaner. Like there was a clear like upgrade to it, but it was still an animatic, which I really
think I-
appreciate.
I don't think I noticed it specifically, but I think you.
I noticed
Yeah,
it
it
right
was
when I started
better.
episode 2, where it's like, oh, they improved it because there were more details in the faces. And like the line work was like more prominent and stuff. And I was like, oh no, this isn't even a critique. It just looked
No, I
a
think
lot
you're right.
nicer, and like I
It
do
seems
like that
yeah,
whistle and animatic.
It seems like a compliment. I don't know.
I just want to make sure it came off as a compliment. I like this. It's the best by far. Like I would argue it's the best by a very wide margin.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think this is the one that I'm like, I actively want more of. Give me
Follow.
more.
I
With a
want more
bunch
of
these, they're
this.
not gonna have.
Go
you
ahead.
first. With a bunch of these, they're not gonna have like. It's gonna take like months upon months to like crank new episodes. This is the one
Like a
where I can see
year.
myself like still following it while that process happens.
Okay, Heathers has like an episode or two
Stop calling
to
it.
keep.
Heathers.
It's just Heathers. I'm so sorry. Just
You're getting
Heathers
rage
now.
baited, Flash.
Has like an episode or two to keep me invested until like I drop it. Catching up, I'm so sorry. You're dead to me. Die. And
Oh, wow.
what you call it? But Magical Girl you got my money. Okay, I'm sat. I want more. Give me it. I'm subscribed. I'll follow the socials. Just give me more episodes. Okay.
Oh, I like the thing that she does to summon.
Pretty please. I really like the scene like in the second episode where she goes pretty please give me a chainsaw and it's just like you said the whole thing this time and I was like okay wait this
I
show's
think if
kind
this
of
was made into a full series, I think the one part I'll like have wanted is like, and this seems like a criticism. It's just like how they could add on to it if it became like a full televised series. I think they could have like put a scene in the beginning to establish like how they are normally supposed to act,
yeah
and then and then like a hard cut to like how they are now.
100%
That lead what I want to. So like, I forgot her name. The girl with the star hair, magical.
magical
She
girl.
Aika?
she was either like not made in a lab, but something similar, or she was like kept in a facility for like
They were canonically
all
made
of
in
her
a lab.
life or something. Like I don't know why, but like okay, no, I do know why. The way she acts, she has obviously never been outside. She's like really smart.
Yeah, like book smart. Yeah.
She was either made in a lab or like she was like chosen from birth to be a magical girl.
I think
She was
chosen at birth.
trained or something.
I
I
think
think they were. I think it's a mix sort of between the two. I think they were like chosen from birth, but then they were like pulled up into like the facilities. I don't know what they're gonna be. Basically, like when
fair.
they train them. Okay, well,
Either
what do you
way
think different?
oh sorry
You sound like sort of I don't know by my comments. So like, do you think different?
no I was gonna say is there any more we can really say on this series
I don't think we've.
What was
I
that
think it's been.
saying?
I think it's been sort of understated how funny Eclipse was the entire time. Every scene
oh
they were in
yeah
was like comedy gold. It's like,
It
yo,
She
was.
dude,
got noticed by a child.
they were hitting the shins, dude. They were hit by a shin attack.
Kept on fucking getting hit in the I'm gonna be
Okay.
I hate to bring up like the VA like so many times, but like they're just line delivery was just so fucking when Alex Lee could just be like deadpan like that, fucking hilarious to me.
It's weird that this guy's Daredevil.
But
But okay, I like the quirked up white boy. I want more of him, please.
This
this
is the
one's
one
good.
time
This
where
is
I
good.
could say, like, normally enough, I hate the corked up white boys. This time I'm going, I want more of him.
By the way, I don't even hate them normally. I just want to make this very apparent. I just think that there's like an oversaturation. There's too much white in the bloodstream.
No,
we
yeah,
gotta call we
actually.
you see the blackness in this show outweighs the corked up whiteness so it balances it out
Okay, wait. Okay, so something interesting that was said is that Eclipse never used magic before.
But
So,
yes as
like,
was stated
yeah, so like, did she just always go in with the middle pipe beforehand, or
I think so.
Probably
yeah I do
I
find it
need a
funny
flashback of her
I
just
do
beating him over the shin?
I just find the concept of just this normal obsessive dude trying to fight like a all powerful like magical girl and so trying to square up with her. I think that's really fucking funny.
With how they did it, yeah, I think it was very funny. I will say, I think I don't know. I think I don't. When you say obsessive, I don't know. I don't think.
Well, okay,
I think
I'm so
Eclipse was. I
sorry.
think Eclipse was. Okay, wait. I know there was that one scene. There was that one scene where that like fucking Zero was like, "Ooh, romantic mystery," and like Eclipse was like, "Yes," and Aika was like, "No." But I don't think. I don't know, man. I think they're just sort of into the job itself.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he has to.
Let me reiterate. The reason I said obsessive is because he didn't have magical power. So essentially, he's just
Yeah.
a normal dude squaring up to this magical girl. That's why in my head it's like
Mm.
obsessive because like you have no chance of winning. Like at least if you have powers, you can like hope yourself and like I'm gonna win this time. Bro is just going up squaring hands. That's what I
He's
mean.
I
dedicated.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he was trying to go for like a semi tuxedo mask thing, because like he
Yeah,
was kind of
yeah.
antagonist. Like tuxedo mask is like a
Isn't he a good
pseudo
guy?
antagonist kind of.
They were in the beginning.
If his goal, it was delivered in the funniest way possible, by the way. He literally said, "My parents died when I was 5, and I lost my memories." Like that was so funny to me.
Oh
I
well, then
laughed so
yeah, that's
hard.
just
Womp
yeah,
womp.
that's just a tuxedo
And then
mask. Yeah.
and then okay, the point I was trying to make, I got sidetracked. Tuxedo Mask was like kind of an antagonist because he said that he will just kind of murder Sailor Moon and her friends if they get in his way. And he just, I think, Eclipse kind of wants like a similar thing to that, where like they start off antagonistic and then it's turned into a love interest who does like literally nothing at all.
I think so. I think they're gonna be like, I think they're gonna help, but in like, I think they're gonna eventually have like a heel turn. I think they are gonna be good, but I think when they help, it's gonna be in like, yeah, like small ways. I think it's gonna be like they're gonna
He's gonna
basically like, it's gonna be like in a JRPG when you fucking have like the one person doing all the shit, and then you have the second dude person like doing like just the final bit, just that
he's gonna help in
hit.
the most quirked up white boy way possible.
Yeah, and I think it'll be good in this case. So you know. Yeah,
Anyways,
series is
we
very
good?
good.
This is peak.
I'm pretty much good on that. I think we all have the same one, except like Heathens and catching up being like, you know, swapped around based on the person.
Yeah, Magical Girl
Uh,
1, Heathers 2, Catching Friends last. Dead last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then. So like,
Okay.
Anyway, I guess, guys.
oh
Yeah.
well.
Pretty. Please give me more Magical Girl.